In the heart of a small village surrounded by golden fields of wheat and sugarcane, lived a young girl named Meera. She was the first in her family to study computer science and had recently returned from the city with dreams of using technology to solve the problems of her community. One evening, as she sat with her grandfather, a seasoned farmer, he sighed deeply while looking at the dry fields. Grandfather said, "The rains have been unpredictable, the prices in the market fluctuate too much, and pests are ruining the crops. If only we could predict these things, life would be easier." Meera responded, "What if we could use data to help farmers like you?" Grandfather inquired, "Data, like numbers? How can that solve our problems?" Meera smiled and said, "Let me show you." Step 1. Gathering the stories. Meera knew the first step was to collect information. She visited every farmer in the village, jotting down their experiences like rainfall patterns, crop yields, pest attacks, and market prices over the years. She also tapped into government websites and NGOs that provided weather forecasts and agricultural data. With the help of a friend in the city, she accessed satellite imagery of the fields. Though the data came from many sources, it was messy and unorganized, much like the stories of the farmers themselves. Step 2. Finding patterns in chaos. With her notebook full, Meera sat down in her small room to make sense of it all. She spread out charts, graphs, and spreadsheets, looking for patterns. She noticed that pest outbreaks were more frequent after prolonged dry spells. She saw that the market prices for sugarcane rose sharply after floods in nearby regions, and she realized that many farmers were planting crops unsuitable for the soil type, leading to poor yields. Meera thought, "This data is like a puzzle. We just need to find how the pieces fit together." Step 3. Cleaning the fields or data cleaning. The data was far from perfect. Some farmers had given incomplete information, and some records from government websites were outdated. Meera spent hours cross-checking facts, filling in missing values, and discarding information that didn't add up. It was tedious work, but she knew clean data was the foundation of meaningful insights. Grandfather said, "It's like weeding a field. If you don't remove the weeds, the crops can't grow." Step 4. Transforming the stories, also known as data transformation. Once the data was clean, Meera needed to make it usable. She categorized crops, encoded weather patterns into numbers, and normalized rainfall data to compare years with different scales. Meera explained, "Just like we sort wheat from chaff, we need to make this data uniform." Her grandfather nodded with approval. Step 5. Connecting the dots, or data integration. Now that Meera had data from farmers, satellites, and markets, she combined it all into a single dataset. She aligned the weather data with crop yields, connected pest outbreaks to soil conditions, and linked market prices to transportation costs. Grandfather said it's like building an irrigation system. You have to connect the canals to make the water flow. Step 6. Focusing on what matters, also known as data reduction. The dataset was huge, and not all the information was relevant. Meera realized she didn't need details about crops grown decades ago or irrelevant weather patterns. She focused on the most important factors: recent rainfall, soil quality, pest trends, and market demand. Meera told Grandpa, "It's like separating the healthy grains from the damaged ones." Step 7. Testing the knowledge or data splitting. Finally, Meera divided her data into 2 parts. One to train a model that could predict rainfall and pest outbreaks, and another to test if the model was accurate. Grandfather shared, "It's like testing a new plow. You try it on a small patch before using it on the whole field." Her predictive model began to work wonders. It could alert farmers about the best crops to grow based on the weather and suggest when to sell their produce for the highest profit. The harvest of knowledge. Word of Meera's work spread, and soon farmers from nearby villages came to learn from her. Her predictions saved crops, increased profits, and brought hope to her community. Her grandfather, once skeptical, now proudly called her the data farmer. Grandfather understood just like farming needs patience and hard work, so does working with data. And you, Meera, have shown us all the power of combining tradition with technology. In every town and village, there is a wealth of untapped data. By collecting, cleaning, and processing it, we can solve real-world problems and uplift communities, much like Meera did.